Welcome back, this is Ballerscuba with more Let's Play Pokémon LeafGreen. I am joined, as always, by Dumpus and his starting Pokémon squad of Popeye, Lordyon, Sandra, Mr. Gensi, Fistamich, and Fuzimi. Fuzimi is back in the party. Honestly, Ruckus was just a little bit too slow for me, and by a little bit, I mean quite a bit too slow. You might not recognize where we are. When we last left off, we were at the daycare center. Now we are a little bit of a ways away from there. Let's show where I am. I'm on Route 10. I'm near the rock tunnel. I can just fly straight here, which is kind of weird. I'm used to having to fly to like Cerulean City or Lavender Town and biking my way up here to find where I need to go. Where we need to go is actually on the map. It's the power plant, but I can't get there just by flying, not yet. So what we're gonna have to do is surf there. I've been putting this off for a while because this place makes me nervous, but I should be fine. Let's head down. You can go here as soon as you have the ability to surf. It's just that easy. Let's get out so I don't get into more battles. I think you can fish here, but it's not going to have anything new by this point. So we're just going to move on and find an unfriendly scientist. Wow, you came all the way here? Maybe you're a Pokemaniac too. Want to see my collection? Apparently it's not a scientist, it is a Pokemaniac. Indeed it is. Mark would like to battle. He, for some reason, has a Rhyhorn here. Well, I say for some reason. It's actually a smart move on his part, but I have Popeye, so maybe not so much. Yeah, down goes the Rhyhorn. Considering the level difference, I should be fine. I'm not anticipating getting too many levels here, but I did put it off because I don't necessarily have a good counter to something that is going to be coming up. Lickitung is not that. Have we seen a Lickitung before? It is weird as hell. Alright, in comes Fistamich. Because why not Fistamich? Fistamich could use a little bit of work. And out comes Lickitung. There's Lickitung. Alright, fake out. So much more disturbing in these versions of the game. I don't remember it being that bad before. Yeah, we'll go for strength. Easy victory for Fistamich. Down goes the Lickitung. Give me my experience and a level. Nice to see. Let's see a good level up for Fistamich. Damn, Fistamich is good at leveling up. 2 attack, 3 speed, 3 HP. Not that I necessarily need it. I'm getting close to 100 physical attack. Fistamich is damn good. I'm not angry. Sure you're not. You did have a lot of money though. I will take it. You have to say it for yourself. You snuck up on me. I have more rare Pokemon at home. I'm sure you do. Maybe if you brought your rare Pokemon with you, you might have stood a chance in the fight. Probably not though. Here we have made it to the power plant. Now the power plant is a haven of, you'll never guess what type of Pokemon. Electric type. They don't even have this place grounded with ground types. It's just electricity around here. Alright, I'm gonna run around until I get into a fight. Hopefully, yes! The most common Pokemon here. This is the one that I've been waiting for. This is Pikachu, the most common type Pokemon that you can find here in these versions of the game. 50%, I believe, give or take. So we're gonna put Pikachu to sleep. Probably not going to be able to do too much damage to it. So I'll probably just start throwing balls at it after I throw a leech seed on her. It is indeed a her. Are you kidding me? It evaded the attack? Isn't it like 95%? Damn it, how often do I use leech seed, Samja? I just want it to work when I use it. That is it. Alright. Pikachu was seeded. And you then woke up. And it goes for Thunder Wave. Great. Now Sandra is paralyzed. I'm gonna need that Pikachu asleep. I'm gonna need it asleep. Quick attack, not going to do much. And Sandra's paralyzed. If you could just go ahead and put the Pikachu to sleep, that would be great, Sandra. Then I can start throwing balls at it. Honestly, of the types that you can get here, Pikachu is probably your best bet. Unless you are playing Fire Red, then there is a rare chance that you can find an Electabuzz here, and I personally prefer Electabuzz over the Pikachu Raichu line. But that might just be me. I know a lot of people do like the Pikachu Raichus better than the Electabuzzes, but I like the Electabuzzes better. Alright, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be catching too much more Pokemon at the end of this. Alright, I'll throw an Ultra Ball. I will throw an Ultra Ball. Why not? And hope for the best. I don't believe Pikachus are that hard to catch. Still should have taken me more than one. No. Still should have taken me more than one. And we get Pikachu added to the database. Yes, the Pokédex. It's only a foot tall. It is a small freaking Pokemon. It's a mouse, but really it's a squirrel. Don't tell anybody. It's like a rabbit and a squirrel combined, but they call it a mouse with electric cheeks. It's only 13 pounds, which is why I can hang out on people's shoulder all the damn time. When several of these Pokemon gather, their electricity can build and cause lightning storms. They didn't say anything about the cheeks this time. Give a nickname to the captured Pikachu, you damn right I will. As suggested by Insanity Force, this is going to be Surge Jr. Surge Jr. will be going to the PC. I'll probably work on her off screen, try to see what kind of special attack and speed I can get on Surge Jr. and then try to compare that to Cube. We might have a replacement for Cube. Maybe before, bad things start happening to Cube, because we might get to that point. Anyway, the Pokemon availability that is here in the power plant after the Pikachu, which is 50%, I believe, in both versions. Then it gets a little bit more complicated than that, though. If you're playing LeafGreen, 30% chance of a Magnemite, 10% chance of a Voltorb, 10% chance of a Magneton. If you're playing Fire Red, 10% chance of the Magnemite, 30% chance of the Voltorb, 5% chance of Magneton, and then you do have a 5% chance of Electabuzz. And like I said, Electabuzz might be the best option for you there, outside of something that we will see later. But that's in all versions of the game. If you're playing the original versions of the game, of course, it is different yet again. If you are playing Red, then Pikachu will be common here for you. Raichu will be rare here. Magnemite will be here commonly. Magneton is actually really common. That might be the thing that you see the most around here. Then Voltorb is common, Electrode is rare, and Electabuzz is fairly common for you here. So Electabuzz is a lot easier to catch in the original versions than it is here. If you're playing Blue, essentially the Pokemon availability is the same as Red, except there is no Electabuzz. No Electabuzz for you. If you're playing Yellow, then Pikachu and Raichu will not be here. But if you're playing Yellow, I'm sure you're on to the fact that you cannot catch another Pikachu. And you might be aware that Magneton is going to be the most common thing for you here, as well as Grimer. Grimer shows up here quite a bit in Yellow. Magnemite is common, Voltorb is common, Electrode is rare, and Muck is rare. And that's what you can get here. Lots of electric types. Alright, let's continue on. Here we can find a Max Potion and lots of old-timey computers. Lights in different colors are flashing on and off, and that's all that we can figure out about that. Does this one say anything different? No, it looks exactly the same according to Dumpus. Let's keep going. Now, around here, we should start finding hidden items. I knew there was a reason I kept Magnitude. Alright, if we head down here, I believe it is on the bottom, on the top row. In the original versions of the game, you can find yourself a Max Elixir, hiding kind of next to whatever the hell these things are. But that is not there for us. Instead, we get this ball over here, which is actually a Pokemon. It is an Electrode. It is not an item at all, and we disturbed it. Yeah, Fuzimi is out here for me, just wreaking all kinds of havoc against whatever comes my way. This is kind of a scripted battle, so once again, we're going to leave it in, but it shouldn't take long anyway. Electrode goes down pretty quick. I will take the experience. Now, I don't think there is anything back here that it's particularly guarding. No, not this time. All right, we will head up. This time we'll head over to the right. See if we can't find anything around here. Actually, let's backtrack a bit. I thought there was an entrance on the other side, but we need to go back and get what's in the room above us. There are actually some good items waiting for us over in this room on the right. If only we had access to it. All right, so we'll head in and see what we can find outside of Pokemon that are weak to Fuzimi, because he is wrecking house around here. It's times like these I wish I was allowed to use repels, but here we can find TM17, which is Protect, which we have seen before, but we'll take a look at it nonetheless. Let's see what we got here. TM17 Protect. 10 PP enables the user to evade all attacks. It may fail if used in succession. Yeah, it's used against us, and I hate it. It's just a staller. It doesn't actually give you an advantage as far as I can tell, except for like maybe Hyper Beam. But really, how often in single player are you going to encounter a Hyper Beam user? All right, we can find an elixir there. That is useful. We will now move on and see what else we can find. Does the encounter rate really need to be this high? Can we lower it just a little bit? I'm actually starting to wonder if I brought enough magnitudes with me. Really should not have backtracked. That was not a smart idea. All right, we'll head on and see what we can find further to the right. Over here, we should have access to another Pokeball. We do. There'll be another Pokemon, though. And in the Pokeball, we can find TM25, Thunder. Thunder used to be one of my favorite moves. Then I started realizing math, and then it wasn't nearly as powerful in my opinion. All right, it's number 25. It has 120 power, which is awesome, which was all that I paid attention to as a kid, but its accuracy is only 70. Therefore, it doesn't really hit as often as I would like it to. You know, if I use it twice, there's a good chance I'm going to miss one of them. And I don't like them odds. Plus, you can only use it 10 times total. It's a brutal lightning attack that may also leave the foe paralyzed. If you want to equate that to a move with 100 accuracy, it would be roughly equivalent to 84 power, the way that I do the math. Also, in terms of the paralysis, it used to be 10% in the original versions. They upped it to 30% in these versions of the game. Also, it will like do double damage to somebody that's using Fly, but once again, that's not going to happen in single player. Also, it's 100% accuracy if it's raining, but only 50% chance if it's a sunny day. All right, we're ready to move on. That was a complicated move, apparently. We will keep going, see what we can find up north around the giant room that we kind of passed before. Well, we went through it, but still. Up here we can find what looks to be a big room with a couple Pokeballs in it. We will head right first where we can find a Thunderstone. Useful. Somewhat. Not for me. Not at all for me, but useful if you want to evolve. And on the left, we can find another Pokemon. This time it's another Electrode. Do not let this thing live. Kill it in one turn. These things are just ticking time bombs, really. They're just waiting to go off. Magnitude 8 should be plenty to take out the Electrode. Especially when it's like 14 levels lower. That's not going to be a problem. Down goes the Electrode. Probably go down with like a 6. All right. We have one. And away goes the Pokeball. And we're free to move on again. All right. We will head over to the left and around. And we will see what we can find up here. Now here, we should be able to find a hidden item. There are hidden items in this version of the game after all. And it's about time that we found one. Are you kidding me? Was that necessary? Is this making up for the fact that I caught the Pikachu on my first ball? Here, you can find a Max Elixir. So, we get a Max Elixir hidden in the power plant, no matter what version of the game you're playing. let's continue on, and hopefully the encounter rate will go down. I set my hopes far too high. All right, now here, are we there yet? No, okay, that's the room. If you are playing the original versions of the game, there will be a small little slot roughly here for you. You're going to want to point up in this slot, and here you will be able to find a hidden PP up. All right, we'll head over here though.